Welcome everyone. So this is I know this is a lazy Sunday. This very thankful to everyone who is joining this session now in this lazy Sundays also. This definitely shows okay how much you are interested in to understand about AI and etc. And thanks for your joining this session today. And also okay, let us start with this one. So in this session, basically there are two agendas actually on this session. Okay, one is I'm just going to give the brief or maybe detailed introduction about the career path of the generative AI. That is what I'm just going to cover. Okay, so that if anyone wants to switch your career from to generative AI or anyone wants to start their career with the generative AI, that information is very very much information to, useful to you guys. And second is, of course, I'm going to start the weekend generative AI training program, especially designed for working IT professionals. I know working IT people are very busy in the weekdays with the like daily office works, client meetings and escalations and stand-up calls, deliverables, etc. So we don't want to disturb their weekdays for the training if they are interested to learn something. And I'm giving a demo of the course also in this session. Both we are going to cover. These are the two main agendas of this today's session. Okay. And before going to that, so I'm just going to request everyone, if you have any questions, please note down your questions. Definitely at the end of this presentation, we are just going to give you the mic access to everyone. So whoever have any questions with respect to this presentation on your career wise questions, any other questions apart technical questions, anything you have, so we'll definitely discuss and close those questions. Okay. So yeah, so these are the agenda. This is the agenda of this entire topics we are going to cover in this session. So first I will introduce the speaker. I am the speaker of this session, and how the it's a shifting, the technology is shifting from a couple of years back to today now, and what is a modern enterprise AI stack is involved, okay, in the AI projects and etc. Which industries are powered by generative AI nowadays? So what are the emerging enterprise AI roles right now? So there are so many IT companies which are running the AI projects. What are the roles of the different peoples in that projects? What is the company's preferences of the like about the while they are recruiting the AI people? What is the market demand and growth? What is the roadmap to generative AI, learning of generative AI? The proven and highly successful roadmap I'm going to present it today to everyone. And also, okay, yeah. So and also what is the upskilling approaches we have to learn the generative AI? And there is a one approach called fast track approach, which is also very useful for the working IT professionals. Okay. And yeah, there is a couple of more questions and answers, everything we are going to discuss. Okay, fine. So let me introduce myself. I am the speaker of this special session and I am the trainer too. So my name is Chaitanya Reddy. I am an IIT Roorkee alumni and I am currently working as generative AI architect in Infosys, Hyderabad Infosys. Okay, and I am the founder of 9AI Guru also. So I'm expert in fast track trainings in the generative AI. I have been providing the AI trainings, generative AI, data science, Python full stack, Python, etc. for the last 11 years. I have total of 22 years of experience in IT. So I have a very huge of experience. I worked on different across the globe. I worked in Italy, US, and France, multiple countries. I have worked on during my entire tenure of my experience. So yes, I mean, I am working in Hyderabad. So I would like to settle down in Hyderabad. So I am not going to any on-site opportunities right now. Yeah. So yeah, 22 years of experience I have so far, and for the last 11 years I have been conducting this training for many people actually. So this is our website, 9AI Guru, and this is our basically all social media accounts, YouTube, Insta, or LinkedIn, WhatsApp channel. Everything is the same. If you want to have any communication that you want to have me with me, so then you can also send me an email. I can definitely reply to you on that. So this is very very brief about me. And of course, I have been conducting this fast track training, especially designed for working IT people for the last 2 years. So I became an expert in that. So I know what is the topics to be covered within a short duration of the time. People who wants to learn that generative in very short duration. Okay. So this is all very brief about me, guys, actually. Okay. So now the next is, so there is a shift in the technology. So to understand this better, all of you already know that before the 40 years back, let us say, When there was no computer, at least in India, I'm talking about the India. At least in India, 40 years back, there was no computer. So entire business, accounting, financial things, everything was maintained in the books only, paperwork. So now, during these 40 years, or maybe like 35 years of duration, the entire paperwork has been shifted to the digital things, the softwares, right? So then everyone is maintaining the laptops or computers. They are maintaining the huge data is there. They are maintaining everything in the data. There are no notebooks, almost no paperwork, almost. Of course, still a couple of people are maintaining the paperwork in the villages or small markets, small businesses, etc. I am not talking about the small businesses. I am talking about the very huge and medium level businesses. Everyone is maintaining the computers and they are maintaining the softwares for that. So how this shift is happened from paperwork to the computer work? So of course it takes some time, okay, but don't expect, if a technology is moving now from here to the next level, don't expect that you are going to take again another some 30 to 40 years. No, now we are already in the digital world. Technology is moving very fast when compared to the last previous years. Maximum of like some 6 to 8 years, then you can definitely see a complete change of moving the technology from normal deterministic applications to the AI applications. So you might have a question of what is the meaning of deterministic applications or deterministic software. Deterministic software means the software which is going to run based upon the rules defined. Hey, this is the rule, this is my output, this is my input, this is my output. Your application doesn't know how to react for that. What your program will do or application will do, hey, there is an error, I don't understand what this input means. So the number of inputs, the variety of inputs and variety of respective outputs are fixed. It's a deterministic, mean you can always determine for this input what is your expected output. That is the current softwares that we have been using for the last many decades actually. But now its shift is now happening. I don't know how many people realize that. So nowadays people are using the AI applications already. We're using the AI applications. So many clients are coming to the like our Infosys office or any other clients as well, vendors, etc. Yes, we want to move from our normal regular software to AI based software or AI based applications. The demand is keep on increasing for the last couple of years, let's say 2 years or 3 years. And in the next 6 years or 7 years, I am 100% sure all these deterministic applications will be upgraded to AI based applications. But you can see the demand of this AI, how people are interested to build the AI applications. If any one person wants to build their new application for their business, they are not going to the deterministic applications right now. They are going to the AI based applications only. Why the AI applications? Because there are no rules here. You give any type of input, then your AI application is going to understand your input. It reads it, it understands it, and it is going to give the output, the corresponding relevant and meaningful output. So there are no rules. If there is any rule comes here, if what your inputs is not following is any of the rules defined, then your application is going to fail in that case. But here, application will not fail, and you can able to automate it as much as possible. You can. It is going to these AI based applications are improving the business process and improving the revenue of this entire business, etc. So many advantages are there with the AI application. That's why clients are very, very much interested to upgrade their deterministic softwares to AI based softwares. So this shift is already happening, already started 2 years ago. So don't expect that it will take another 30 years or 40 years of time to shift completely from deterministic application to AI based application. That is not going to happen. It is maximum, it is going to take some 6 to 8 years. That's all. Because the technology is moving very, very fast, which is unpredictable right now. Okay. So now what are the different stack, technical stack, tech stack we have in this Gen AI projects or Gen AI technologies? Of course, we need the Python programming language for sure. There is no doubt about it. Apart from the Python programming language, which is also involved in this building the AI softwares and etc. We have the lot of models. All of you already know that, and OpenAI GPT models, Anthropic Claude, Google Gemini, Microsoft Mistral. All these are the very famous models. Of course, there are some different categories of models also, like foundation models, open source models, closed source models, etc. We should have a clear understanding about how the models are going to work, what the different models we have, what model is specialized in what purpose, etc. And of course, we have a databases too. When I say databases, don't think it's a normal SQL database. No. In AI, we have a database called vector databases, where the database is going to store the vectors or embeddings. We also call them as embeddings. Any text, whatever you're giving, say, hey, hi, how are you? That is a text you are providing. This how are you, hi, how are you text will be converted to numbers. And that number conversion, what we call is a embedding. It's a numerical representation of the alphabetical text. And those data embeddings will be stored in the vector databases. You can store them, you can retrieve them also. And of course, there is a beautiful framework, excellent and a very efficient framework right now, LangChain, which is heavily used to orchestrate many things in these AI softwares. This is the orchestration framework which will be used heavily to orchestrate many things actually in the AI, building the AI softwares. Of course, you already know the prompt engineering, I believe. You should you should ask the correct question to the model. Hey, this is what exactly I wanted. If you are very specific about your question, the model is going to give you the correct output for you. If your question is very vague, then don't expect your LLM is going to understand your vague answer question and going to give the correct answer. No, that is not possible. So, how to define and build the proper exact questions or exact prompts if when you're interacting with the LLM models? Of course, there is a very special pipeline called RAG pipeline, which is built to deal with the heavy documents actually. And we can also build the autonomous agents too. So using this technology, there are a good amount of interesting things are involved in the enterprise AI stack of AI stack actually. Okay, yeah, of course, these are all the AI tech stack, and everyone is going to learn right nowadays. So these are the industries. So now I'm not saying these are the only industries which are powered by the generative AI nowadays. There are hell lot of industries, many sectors, almost all sectors are using the generative AI or AI nowadays to empower their business and revenues and process and etc. etc. I have noted down here the very famous industries which everyone knows. That's financial sector, everyone know. Software industry, we are all know actually. Education sector, we already know. Marketing, digital marketing, we already know. Medical and healthcare and life sciences, we already know. These are the many sectors where, like manufacturing, that is also one more great industry where many countries are using this manufacturing industry as like a base income source actually. These are all the sectors or industries which are leveraging the AI technology to improve their business and etc. I am sure, if you have any, do you know any industry which is still not using the or AI technologies to leverage to improve their business and etc. Please let me know. I don't think we have any such industry so far nowadays, at least. Everyone is heavily trying to use the AI as much as what they can do. Please realize that change. Accordingly, you have to take your decision. So, is it worth to learn the AI, or is it worth to move to the AI technologies or not? Okay, so these are the very emerging roles. So, enterprise AI roles. So, I'll tell you a brief about each and every role now. Actually, so a couple of roles are, let's say, a product manager. What the this role person will do. So, let me just go ahead with this. A quick understanding of AI product manager. Okay, so when say AI product manager, what this person's day-to-day activities are. For example, I am a client. Let us say Amazon. Amazon, I am the owner of the Amazon business, and I want to introduce or I want to leverage the AI technology in my business. That is what my objective. Since I am the owner of this business, I am not a techie guy. I don't know what is the technology, how it is going to work, whether it's useful to me or not. I don't have any information about it. So I will recruit one AI product manager. What this guy will do for me, he is first need to understand my business. Amazon platform, selling platform, everything is my business. He will understand my business, and based upon his understanding, he must having some AI knowledge also. He must have some AI knowledge. So based upon his AI knowledge, based upon his understanding of my business, he can suggest me, oh, these are the places where you can able to leverage the AI to improve your business further or to increase the revenue of your business. So that is the one of the best option. This is the one of the major tasks the AI product manager will do. So he is going to understand the product means business. He can able to guide the people, business people. Hey, you leverage the AI at so and so places of your business process. You leverage the AI for task one, task two, task three in your total entire business, so that you can able to save so and so dollars of amount. So such a guidance the business people can able to get from this AI product manager people roles. And second is AI engineer, or I can say AI developer. Anything is fine. So these are the people who are actually developing the AI applications. They're actually developing the applications. Core part of the AI, very core part of the AI. And next is Generative architect. This architect, what this guy will do, architect person. Once if a company or team needs to build some AI application, so kind of he must have the complete knowledge about all the AI models, Anthropic Claude, OpenAI GPT models, Google Gemini, Azure Document Intelligence. There are so many models, hundreds of models are there. So he must have understand clear about all the AI models, which model is best suitable for what task. Every time the need may not be the same. Your requirement may change from requirement to requirement, client to client, business to business, etc. So what is the actual task? What is the problem statement you are going to work on? Based upon that, which is the best model? All models are not for the same purpose. No. Every model having some specialty. We need to use the model according to your problem statement, according to your need. So this person, architect, has to choose the right models for your task, and he has to decide what is the hardware we need to use it, because these AI softwares are not going to run in normal laptops. Heavy hardware is required. Heavy hardware means generally our laptops having 8 GB RAM and 16 GB RAM, etc. These AI softwares is best suitable hardware is 100 GB RAM, 120 GB, 140 GB, etc., etc. This depends upon the application size, of course. Your power processors are like our 8 core processor and etc., etc. But here, like say some 70 core processor, 72 core processor, etc., etc. This heavy hardware is required because AI models are computing a lot of computational power, so many mathematical calculations. These normal hardwares are not sufficient to do such a heavy calculations for a single prediction. They have to go for heavy hardware. So Generative architect also can suggest what type of hardware is definitely required for this application, complexity of application, size of application, etc. What is the different other tools we can able to use, like messaging tools, Kafka and vector databases? Which vector database is good enough for this one? And can we use the SQL database also in our applications? If so, what SQL database we can use? What is the schema should be? So all those things can be decided by this generative architect. And this is my current role in my office. I am working as a generative architect right now. Of course, if you want to play this role, you should have a clear understanding about all the models and development, of course, the challenges that you are going to face in the development of these applications. So many good knowledge you should have on the entire AI scope. And not only the AI scope, the peripheral of the AI also you should have the clear understanding. LLM application engineer is main role. The role of this person is whenever you are building some AI based application. When I say app means AI based, some portal or website or some some design or something, some portal or design website. So now they are including some AI components. So LLM application engineer, he has to be specialized in building the AI things, also the APIs, API development, some AI leveraging the existing AI, how to leverage the how to use the existing AI models for my building the AI applications, etc. API development, okay, responses, request, all these things. LLM application engineer is a bright person to decide. See, these are all looks like similar, but there is small differences. Correct. And RAG specialist, of course, we already discussed last slide. There is a special pipeline called RAG pipeline, retrieval augmented generation pipeline, which is mainly used for dealing with a huge pages of documents. So, of course, there is this RAG specialist. Once upon a time, this role was there. But nowadays, what companies are saying is, okay, since I don't want to recruit a special person called RAG specialist for this one, so people who are working on like generative AI architect or like LLM application engineer, they can able to do this work also. I don't need any specialist for that, because they are always going to think about the cost cutting. They always think about the cost cutting. What companies are they saying is, so LLM engineer, so you please do with the RAG application, so RAG pipeline concepts also. You just go and develop it. I cannot recruit a one more special person called RAG specialist for this small purpose. And AI integration lead. Okay, what this role has to do is, once you build some AI portal or website or something AI application, and there are so many other legacy system. Let's say you have to integrate this AI with like CRMs, existing CRM system, another existing ERP system, another existing SAP system, another existing any some legacy system. So there are multiple other systems which we need to integrate with the newly developed AI system. And for this all these integrations, yes, this AI integration lead is the best role. Clear? So there are some multiple roles, but I just mentioned only very few roles here, just for your understanding purpose. Okay, there are multiple. So AI developer, which are not ML engineer. So ML ops, ML ops, like DevOps, ML ops. There are a couple of more things are there, but these are the couple of things which are some interesting roles I have seen nowadays. Actually, when the companies are recruiting the people for the AI projects. Okay, so now what companies preference? So when let us just I'll give you a simple scenario actually. So there is a AI project came. Now company wants to recruit let's say company needs some 10 people for this, 10 developer, let us say 10 developers needed for this project. So usually companies are going to follow this ratio. Let us say 6 freshers and 4 seniors. That is what the company's usual ratio between the combination of freshers and seniors. Seniors means experienced people. But companies are preferring this way for the AI projects actually. This is for normal ratio for any normal other applications like full stack applications, Java full stack, Python full stack, etc. But when it comes to the AI applications, companies are quite a bit different strategies going to follow. So it's going to say some 6 seniors, sometimes the 7 also, and 4 freshers. Because company cannot go for all the 10 seniors because they need the 10 people, cannot recruit all the 10 seniors because the salaries of these seniors people are very high. So it's a burden, more burden to the company or organization. If you go for 10 freshers, of course salaries will be less, but who has to guide them? There is some people has to guide them, right? So always it's a combination of seniors and freshers, that we already know that. Okay, so now why companies are following these 6 seniors and let's say only 4 freshers? That is quite opposite to the other applications, other project ratios. This is the root cause behind it. So these seniors may not be the AI seniors. Of course, out of this, maybe a couple of 3 are AI seniors and 3 are maybe non-AI seniors. Because for company nowadays, at least nowadays, companies are struggling a lot to find the correct AI people. It's a very emerging technology. It's a new trend. And right now, the availability of resources also very, very limited for in this technology. Companies are also struggling a lot to find the right person for their project. It's don't think that if I need that 6 seniors of AI people, company can easily get the 6 people. No, right now this is not a situation. Maybe future it may happen. I don't know, but right now that is not the situation. So they're recruiting the as many possible of AI people, as many of non-AI experienced people also. They are going to take it for this. How? Why? How this is going to be helpful to the companies? When you're building the AI application, AI based application, software or app or something, it's not only the AI is involved. AI tech stack is not only the AI tech stack is, of course, anyway it is involved. There are other things also. When you say app means there are other things of, let us say, um, so the scalability of application. Scalability of application, this is a good experience that people are having. If the person is already worked on some different applications, a deterministic application building also, if the people made it, that people has to have a good knowledge about the scalability of applications and how to integrate this system integrations and security more modules building of this any application, any general application, and of course DevOps and deployment process. There are multiple. It is not only just AI tech stack. Of course, AI tech stack is core part of this application. I totally agree. But apart from this AI tech stack, the people who working in AI must have some different concepts, conceptual understandings also. Security model buildings for general applications, scalability maintenance of the general applications building, DevOps, deployment process, etc. These non-AI people might have person who is in like a security model developments. Another non-AI person might have it like DevOps and deployments. He might be expert there. Another person might be having in the building the say scalable applications. So companies are leveraging or using their experience in other points where those are also useful to the building the AI based application. These guys may not be having the good AI people, good AI tech stack knowledge, but they have experts and they are experts in building the scalable applications, building the security models of any general applications. So DevOps things and deployment processes. So many things are there. So companies are going to leverage their experience on other aspects of which are required for building the AI applications. And of course, for freshers, it's totally new. AI is new. These are also new for them. But why still people companies are recruiting peer freshers are so they will be the next to the level of seniors. After 2 years or 3 years, these become the seniors actually. And of course, in this span of 2 to 3 years, these people are going to take the very small salaries. That is okay. That is good advantage for the companies. So you may not be a you may be AI experience. You may be some other experience like full stack experience, DevOps experience, and data engineering experience, or maybe data analytics experience, like any the deployment process, security model developments actually. So all these are also very useful. Your experience is not a wasted actually. Your experience is very useful still in building the AI based applications. Just remember that point. Companies are going to prefer that actually when compared to recruiting a fresher which he doesn't have any idea about anything AI tech stack. He doesn't have any idea about anything actually here. Clear? Okay. So now I'm just going to show you the current market conditions actually. So I have just done a little bit research and gathered the information from Google and ChatGPT, etc. So this is the difference of the salary packages between for the normal software development like traditional programming like Java full stack, Python full stack, .NET full stack, and etc. And where you are going to work on AI based technologies. There is a clear cut of salary difference. If you want, you can go and check with other people who are already working on in AI domain actually right now. I am sure they will be having paying a good salaries. But of course, this is not a hard and fast rule. It is also going to depend upon many other factors. Also, it's all depends upon the company, demand. If company one there is a one project came to the company, the recruitment is very urgent. Obviously, company is going to pay a very high amount for that for those people because The need is very important when compared to the salaries to the company at that point of time. So I'm just going to divide this senior in the entry experience around into three categories: entry level, mid level, and senior level or lead level. Okay, not more than lead actually. So generally, 0 to 2 years is a entry level, 3 to 5 is a mid level, and more than like 5 plus, a 6 plus is a like senior or lead level. So these are the like this is the like common like the very typical kind of package that you are going to get it going for any non AI tech stack projects. 4 4 lakhs, 4.5 lakhs. This is the like nearest salary that you are going to get it. This is again a range. Of course, this range is going to vary from situation to situation, company to company, scenario to scenario, and person to person. Okay, but this is a very typical range that what we have found it during our research. Same entry level guy when he's moving to the AI or joining the AI tech stack companies or projects, I'm sure he's going to get of let's say 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs of minimum, and which may vary from like up to 12 lakhs also it may go. There is a bump of almost like increase of let's say 40 to 70% bump up in this entry level salaries. Similarly for mid level salaries, there's a 50 to 80% bump. For seniors, it's like almost 60 or 70%, 80% bump also there. So this is a comparison of salaries. Just I'm giving you for your better understanding purpose. So where you are going to get, you will be paid high. Okay, so this is a market growth, and if anyone was want interested to learn the generative way, this is the highly proven roadmap which we developed it, and more successful also because for the last many batches we have been using this roadmap for the people to learn the generative way, and they are got the good excellent subject, and they got placed in a very their dream jobs in the generative way. So this is a very highly successful and proven roadmap. So we have to start our journey with a one programming language called Python. So after then a small topic called regular expression, just 2 to 3 days topic, not more than that. It's a very small topic, but heavily used actually. And NumPy pandas, which are using for data manipulations. When I say AI means you are basically playing with the data. Data is the most important. So for these are the especially highly performed optimized data libraries which are already available for me. And there is a mathematics also involved: linear algebra, statistics, probability, and differential calculus, etc. Those also we need to learn it. Machine learning topics, deep learning topics like artificial neural networks. After then, LLMs, prompt engineering, the LangChain framework, and latest models. The model knowledge. So which model is best for what, and how it is going to useful, and etc. This is a very lengthy roadmap. I totally agree. It's not like that easy of learning the generative AI. There is so much of technologies, tech stacks you need to go through, and you need to be at least the having a good knowledge in all these things. And to learn this roadmap, there are two kind of approaches we have actually. I generally suggest to everyone. It's all depends upon what approach is suitable to you. You have to go with it. I don't have any recommendation, but according to my statistical information, what is my observation, I'm segregating these two technologies, sorry, these two approaches. So the one is comprehensive learning, and there is a fast track learning. So who is this approach is suitable for whom, basically? Of course, if you have a sufficient time, I suggest everyone to go this comprehensive upskilling approach to get the very good knowledge. This is going to take some 5 months of time. Of course, if you have the time, go for it. No problem. But every time, every person may not be having that much of time to do that. Like a working IT people, they cannot spend 150 or 6 months of time, 7 months of time. So they already loaded with their office program in office projects, heavy deadlines, and too many escalations, stand up calls, late night meetings, so much of stuff, and the pressure is there. For them, it's very difficult for them to spend some daily 1 hour time, 2 hour time on this generative AI learning. I totally agree. So this comprehensive learning is best suitable for the people who are the like students who are still pursuing their graduation or post graduation. I'm sure they will be having some time, daily 2 hours, 3 hours time they will be having. Freshers who just completed, they are just looking for the some learning something, a new technology for their course, like for their job purpose. Beginners who are just joined and they have some good amount of time on the company because they are on the bench and etc. For those people, this comprehensive upskilling is the best choice, because of course there are no prerequisites in this approach also. So every topic, like from starting from Python, every topic will be covered in detail. And what is every they have to people need to spend some daily 1 hour 2 hour for time just for class attending, or just watching some pre-recorded classes etc. I won't prefer the pre-recording sessions. Actually, I always suggest everyone to go with the live classes, and you interact with your trainer or teacher, and you just ask your doubts and clarify them, and that is a good way of learning something. And of course, in this approach, so both concepts and hands on will be focused. But in this one, people are generally going to be exhausted after attending these classes for 1 month of 2 months of time. So they think, okay, they'll take this course as a light and they'll lose their focus actually on the course. Usually, that is what they usually happens. Not for everyone, but couple of people. But in case of fast track, this is especially designed only for working IT people, not for freshers. So what is this? Here also, of course, there are no prerequisites covering all the, like starting from Python to, it's going to cover all the like lang chain, prompting, everything will be covered, but not each and every topic of every subject. Let's say Python programming. There are a lot of topics, concepts are there in the Python. We are not going in this one. So basically need not to cover each and every topic of the Python because they are already working people professionals. The selective topics is required to cover in this approach, so that if the working IT people, they're already having good experience of some different programming languages called Java, .NET, C++, C, etc., etc., they can easily quickly grasp what is that topic means. So how we are going to write the code. So each and every topics of this, each and every subject like Python, NumPy libraries, Pandas libraries, machine learning concepts, everything will be covered on selective basis, not for each and every concept of Python, each and every concept of machine learning, each and every concept of deep learning. It's not required. They already have the jobs. All we need is they just need to have some starting point to start with this AI. That starting point or more than starting point knowledge, it can be provided in this fast track course. And of course, it's only the weekend courses, not the weekdays. We only weekend. Generally, working IT people having the good amount of time in the weekends, free time, they can able to spend total Saturday and Sunday, including together as one weekend. So 6 hours time is sufficient for them to learn this generative way in a 40 to 45 hours. And it is highly focused because there are no disturbances. In the weekdays, you will be having a lot of disturbances because there is a one meeting at 8 o'clock today with the client. Okay, let us just join the meeting. There is escalation, late night meetings, escalations, so many things. But in weekends, you will not be having any disturbance at all. You completely focus on your the weekend learning. And here, what is the main focus is concept is quickly explained and high focus on coding and tech stack understanding, frameworks usage, leveraging the frameworks to generate the enterprise A grade projects or applications. So main focus is on hands-on and framework usages and etc. Concept is quickly explained and high focus on these other things actually. In this way, there is a good chance of people can able to quickly finish their generative AI learning, and they can able to immediately start the generative AI projects. These are the two things, but of course both are having both positives and negatives. I'm saying that. So which one is comes under your category? So which you are going to category of which one is comprehensive core learning or fast track learning? I am 100% sure experienced right people definitely going to bring or choose the fast track approach. That is most convenient for them. So these are four reasons why the IT working IT people are generally prefers this fast track approach. So there are no zero work disruption means they are going to usually spend time on learning on the weekends only. Weekends is fully their controlled, except the like family works and etc. They have a complete control on the weekends, so they can able to. There are no disturbances for them. They can completely focus on that. And let us say they spend some some time, let's say 8 hours, 6 hours in this weekend, and they can able to do some practice during the weekdays in the office. Let's say half an hour time they have some free time in the office on some day, let's say Tuesday, Wednesday, or something. Okay, they can learn something. They learned something in this weekend. They can practice something on the that particular topic in the office also, if required. People who are on the bench are move having have a little very time to time work schedule in the project. Some projects having very advantage of they having not too much of work, little bit of time to time work will be there. For that, in that people who are having such a problems or such advantages, they can able to practice that knowledge during the weekdays in the office. That is also one of the good. And we are eliminating all the heavy theoretical part and redundant concepts and fluff concepts, etc., so that we are filtering as a trainers. People are going to filter them what is the exactly required for the working IT people to learn this generative way in a very short duration of the time. Only the necessary and mandatory and very critical crucial topics will be filtered, and those will be covered in depth. Of course, those are sufficient for the working people to start with the AI. Those are sufficient. And of course, since this is such a things are happens, so only working IT people are going to join such a courses, and you can able to share your experience with some others in the in the same peer level experiences. Everything you can the people can able to share. They can able to get the help from other peers actually, of course, from the trainers and etc. That is also one more advantage. These are the four reasons why the working IT people always going to prefer the fast track weekend courses for the learning the generate way. Okay, so of course, how we can able to achieve this for 42? So this is a 150 hours of course. How we can able to achieve in 40 hours or 45 hours? So this is what our plan actually. So let me suggest. So we initially planned for 6 weekends course, and per weekend there is a 6 hours per weekend. Totally 6 multiplied by 6, that is called 36 hours course. Of course, we add plus 1 weekend as a buffer weekend. Means this is spare weekend. If there is any course is extended because of many questions, discussions, and etc. So because of any reason, this weekend will be going to cover up that the topics. So maximum 42 hours, everything we are going to cover. If in case the course is going to extend beyond the 42 hours, yes, we are fine. Even I am fine with. I am the trainer who is going to take this course. I am fine with. I am very happy to extend this course even if 1 week or 2 weekends, 1 weekend, 2 weekends, because my intention is not to close this course sharply 42 hours. No, that is not my intention. This is the plan actually. Sometimes plan may get having a little bit extensions are required. If that is the situation comes, we are very happy to extend the course for 2 more weekends or 1 more weekend based upon the need basically. And many people have a question of, okay, is it really possible to cover the 150-hour course into 42 hours actually? I majorly say 2 points actually for this. That's why this course we are designed only for the working IT people, not for freshers. But the freshers, I won't recommend this course for the fast track weekend fast track course, because they have the zero knowledge on any other programming language, any other no experience, nothing is there. So they have to learn from the scratch, and that now definitely takes some more time for them to learn something new from scratch. The working IT people, we are going to leverage their experience on different things. They can able to easily connect the dots when I'm explaining something, so it's easy for them. And second is actually, we are not going to explain each and every unnecessary waste topic or rarely used topic of concept of every subject. Let's say Python, slots and properties. These are the very rare. I have never used the slots and properties concept so far in my 22 years of coding. But still, we are going to explain that actually in the comprehensive course. So what we are going to explain in this fast track course is whatever is essentially required. Okay, those topics we are going to separate it out, and those topics which we are going to discuss in this entire weekend fast track course of 42 hours. And of course, for working IT people, that is more than sufficient to understand the top concept and to start with the coding experience or coding explanations, the different problem statements. We'll write the code in front of them, and I'm going to explain the code. So that is more than sufficient for them, the working IT people, to understand that, and you can easily grasp and easily going to cope up with this course. For again, I'm saying this fast track course, I'm not going to suggest for the freshers, etc. Only for working IT people, or any person who was already having some experience in the IT, but they have took some break because of some X reasons or Y reasons. Yes, that is also for them. Also, this course is suitable because they already worked on the IT. They already having some experience on DevOps or building applications, database levels, or data engineering side. What are the knowledge they have? That is easy for them to cope up. So yes, definitely that is possible. We have been running this fast track courses for the last 2 years. It's been successfully running. Many IT people are preferring this because of their weekday work schedule busy. It's too busy for them. Even I'm also working professional. I know the weekdays value. It's totally busy. Well, I don't know when the Monday comes, when the Saturday or Friday is going to finish. I'm not realizing that. I'm not in a position to realize that. Today is a Monday, tomorrow is a Tuesday, etc. When the Monday comes, when I see back, the Tuesday is Friday is ending. That's it. So this is also one more course actually we have chosen, and this is the reason why yes, we are very much confident, and we have been applying this one for the last 2 years of fast track courses. Of course, many people has preferred this actually. Okay, and next is this is the roadmap. I'm just going to, these are all the roadmap of this 40-hour roadmap. The first weekend, there are some 7 weekends, so including the buffer weekend I have, 7 weekend. The first weekend, we're going to cover the Python and data library basics, NumPy and Pandas. Second weekend, I'm just going to start with machine learning basics, etc. Okay, AI and machine learning basics. And more some models in the machine learning too, like random forest models, decision tree models, and etc. And third weekend, we are going to start with the deep learning, or neural networks, artificial neural networks, etc., and the generative AI basics. And fourth weekend, we are just going to cover the LangChain and LLM models. LLM means like OpenAI GPT models, Anthropic Claude, and Google Gemini. These are all the LLM, large language models. And next weekend, we are going to cover the RAG pipeline and prompts, how to do the prompting actually. And the sixth weekend, we are just going to take one big project, okay, and we are just going to implement that in the entire weekend actually. And of course, I'm going to explain the code and etc., and I'll write in front of you some pieces of the code, how to build the project. And seventh is always a buffer, as I already mentioned. Seventh weekend is a buffer or spare if something is extended here. And of course, the topics will be covered in the seventh weekend. Even if that is extended beyond the seventh weekend, I am fine with it. No, there is no, absolutely there is no problem. This course can go to the 8 weekends, 9 weekends. That is also fine. Major and here the agenda is not to close the course in 7 hours sharp, 7 weekends sharp. No, so we can able to extend the course also for like one more weekend, two more weekend if required. So finally, the course has to be completed with the proper explanations. Everyone has to gain a good knowledge from this course. That is the main intention of this course. Okay, so there are a 40-hour roadmap, and yes, we are going to. I'm just going to do this training for the last 2 years, especially the fast track training. And of course, I have been providing the comprehensive training for the last 11 years. Actually, I have experience on both actually. So, based upon many requests from many IT professionals, we have started this fast track training 2 years ago, which was running very, very successful right now. So, I'm happy for that actually, so that I understand the need of the IT working IT professionals. So, I'm happy that I'm proud that like I'm just going to satisfying their learning things based upon their condition of constraint of weekday learning. They have very constraint on the weekday learning. Okay, so this is, yeah, of course, here in this training, it's not only just a teaching of code or something. I'm going to share my entire 22 years of experience actually. Like I have total of almost 7 years of AI experience in my like, on machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI, etc. I'm going to share my entire experience also in these trainings actually, which is very, very difficult from other trainers. You are going to get it, and the maximum number of seats we are going to say is 50, because we don't want to do these trainings for the mass level like 100, 200, etc. because I want to focus on each and every person in the course. So if they have any questions, I want to focus on their questions, clarifications, their striking points, and I want to spend some time with each and every person in the class, so that if that is possible, only if I have very limited strength actually of the class. And of course, in this one, we are going to deal with some many latest models. So GPT 5.6 OpenAI, that is the latest model. Azure Document Intelligence, which is a very excellent model. There are so many vision language models also there from OpenAI and Google and Gemini, etc. We're going to discuss those latest trend models, which we are using right now in our projects basically. Old models may not be giving a right accuracy or correct required accuracy for us. We have to use the latest models. Every model is specialized for something actually. What is your need? Is it model specialty is going to match you with your requirement? So those things also we are going to see. Okay, and of course, definitely it's a good value proposition for this task for this course. Say uninterrupted weekend learning for sure. So it's a fast track learning, so you can able to finish your learning very quickly and fastly. Immediately you can jump into your real time projects. We are just going to give you some presentation on working session on how to integrate the Anthropic Claude models into your VS Code, so that you don't need to write the code from line number 1 to line number 100. You use the leverage of Anthropic Claude models, and you can able to give the correct prompt for them model, so that the model is going to generate the code for you, and you can able to just review the code and do the little bit tweaks whatever is required, and you can able to finish your requirement with hours of time or minutes of time. Nowadays every company is encouraging the developers to do this process. Companies are not interested to know what are the capabilities of developers in coding. No, that is not the company's interest nowadays. How a developer is finishing the task or coding the deliverables within a short time. That is what the company's main interest is right now. For that, companies are fine. The developers are using the cloud models and coding agents and etc. And very high performance models, latest models like document intelligence also we are going to discuss in this course. It's a very, very, very informative, very like informative with respect to like a enterprise grade projects building. It's not like something theory or something a little bit hands on. No, don't think if that is the case, this course is not suitable for you. We are going in depth of the enterprise grade projects building by leveraging the advanced models and etc. high performance models. That is what the main purpose of this course. So duration of the course when weekend is, so on weekend, so weekend means there are 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours. So the classes will be on 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So why we kept this as a early morning is, I know a couple of people said that it's early morning for us to wake up. But what I say is, if you wake up early morning and just attend the class by close by session by 10 o'clock, you will have a good amount of time to spend the remaining of the day doing your personal works and practicing purpose, etc. If I start the class at 10 o'clock, you're going to complete by 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. After that, you're going to take a lunch, you have some nap, and day is almost over. Correct. So that's why we just want to have the class at 7 to 10 a.m. morning. You finish the class, you have the entire day, remaining day. You spend the remaining day for your personal activities and etc. etc. Or if you want to spend your personal some practicing, also you can do. Clear so far? Anyone have any questions? So if you want, like anyone wants to register, yes, this is a website, 9A Guru website is there. So the registration process is very simple. There is a course called Generative AI course. This is my batch ID, the course ID. So B83, this is my 83rd batch. I have been conducted the batches of 82 number of batches I have conducted. Of course, 82 is also currently running batch. Okay. And I have finished my 80 batches so far in my entire 11 years of training career. So this is 83rd Generative AI fast track course. You choose this batch and just enroll for it. Enrollment is very simple. Just book your seat. That's it. But remember, we have very limited seats available. We cannot encourage the seats of more than 50. So yesterday, I think already sorry. Yeah, there are only 50 seats are limited. There are already some registrations already happened, because within my close circle itself, many people already registered for this course. Actually, there are some 12 or 13 registrations already happened. And yesterday, we also had one more Similar session yesterday happened for other segment of people. Okay, so this is one more session I'm conducting today for the same purpose. So many, I'm expecting couple of more registrations are going to happen from the people who attended my class yesterday, my demo session yesterday. So please be hurry. Okay, so don't be after the 50. We are going to freeze this enrollments. So we cannot go beyond 50 because I want to focus on each and every person in the class individually. What is their points and what is their doubts, clarifications, any other guidance, discussions, everything I want to focus more on there. Okay, yeah. So try to just at least log in this and log into our website 9aaguru.com and go for this course 8BB batch 83 generative AI fast track. This is the batch title. Okay, and just open that and enroll to it just to book a seat. That's it is enough for you. Of course, the course fee coming to the major part, we are just going to have the discounted price of 31,999. It's almost like 32. So because why this course is okay, many people may think okay, this course fees is high for some people think the course fees is low, because when I compare to the scalar and simply learn and etc., they are going to charge for this course in the lakhs of rupees. So because I came from middle class, I know the pain of spending the money for different activities on monthly basis. I know the pain of that because I also came from middle class person. So hence we are going to provide this course for the lower rates when compared to Scalar, Simply Learn, and etc. And so my humble request is this is already a discounted price. So initially we thought of like 45,000, like 46,000 nearly. By default, we are going to discount of like this 14K discount we are providing it. And it's a 32,000 is our course price. And when compared to other courses like Scalar courses of the same course from Scalar or Simply Learn or something, etc., this is very essentially means predominantly very less price actually. My humble request to everyone is please do not raise any bargains on this because we are not in a position to handle that bargains because this course price is already well discounted very well here. So I know that mindset of Indians because I am also an Indian. So people will be happy if I give some more discount on the top of that. So what is the best I can do here is if you are of my followers in my Instagram and YouTube together, then probably we can able to offer one more 999 rupees is one more discount. So maximum is 31,000. The course is going to happen finally, provided this discount is only for my followers, not for everyone, guys. Please understand that because I want to give some benefit for my followers. Actually, that is the only intention of this providing some additional discount. This is already a discounted price. If you want, you can go check and check with some for the similar course in Scalar and Simply Learn and etc. I'm sure they are going to charge for lakhs of rupees, 2.5 lakhs or 2.25 lakhs. Some people say 1.75 lakhs, etc. This is very very well discounted for you. If people are followers, my followers, our followers in 9A Guru followers, say 9A Guru or Instagram ID and YouTube ID, etc. channel, if your followers there, then yes, definitely we are going to provide another 999 rupees of discount. For non-followers, please do not expect because I want to give you some more benefit for our followers actually, not for everyone actually. That is what the clear statement I can have. Okay, so here I'm going to stop my session. So just I wanted to focus much on the question and answers. So my before going to the question and answers, my point is if anyone have any questions, please feel free to raise your questions. I can able to give your mic access to everyone who wants to raise your hand here. I can definitely going to provide my mic access so that you can talk directly. I can able to explain your question in a very efficient way. Okay, this I believe this is the talking is a very effective communication when you are clarifying something. So if people are still interested to go with typing, yes, you can go ahead, not a problem. So but try to raise your hands. I can give the mic access. Yes, Rahul, I see your hand raised. You can talk now.
Hi, sir. Very good morning to you and everyone in this channel. So, sir, I am a follower of you from many months, like 2, 3 years. Okay. So, I know the level of content you teach. Okay. I was one of your earliest student as well. Okay. I mean, but for different course, I have enrolled. So,
Okay.
I mean, I really wanted to upgrade in my career and want to be ahead uh, with the rest compared. Okay. So, I'm really interested in your course. And yes. So, sir, my question is like, uh, content wise, if we go, like, which one will be the best one? Like, I mean, whatever between this fast track and the very comprehensive learning. So, can you answer that, please?
Yes, yes, different. I understand your question actually. So my honest suggestion to you is to everyone actually, if you have a sufficient time to learn, so 150 hours of time you need to spend. This 150 hours of time you will need to distribute in every day 1 hour. 1 hour for class, some additional 2 hours for, let us say, practicing something. If you have this much of time, the best choice is comprehensive learning. That is the best. Then undoubtedly, there is no doubt about it. But what about the working IT people? So they don't have this much of time on daily weekdays, Friday, Monday to Friday, because they are hell lot of busy and so many of project schedule busy and pressures and lot of handling. So it's very difficult for them. For them, we have, because I have received many requests for the last many years. I have started this fast track course for the last 2 years, which is only specially designed for working IT people because there is no alternative for them. They cannot spend 3 hours or 2 hours a daily on this weekdays. It's not possible for them. Even they don't have time to join the classes also on every day. 3 days they will join, and the 2 days they are going to miss it because they have some client meetings and etc. So for them, we have designed this fast track course. Of course, they are the working IT professionals. They're already having some experience on different programming language or different aspects of DevOps, MLOps, or something actually. So their knowledge, that definitely that is sufficient for them to connect the dots when I'm explaining something. It's all depends upon the time, Rahul. Actually, if you have a time, you have a good amount of time, you have an option, go for this comprehensive course. Undoubtedly, there is no doubt. If you don't have time, at somewhere at some point you need to start. If you are thinking about, yes, whenever I get a time I will start it, I am sure you will never get a time. I am sure you will never get a start. Agree?
Yes, yes, true.
Right? So this is the hard fact actually that is behind this actually, to answer your question.
Yeah, sure, sir. And also, sir, like, just wanted to ask one more thing. Like, uh, so how can we build on this course, sir? Like, I mean, for example, I mean, a guy working on some kind of stuff related to data only, like data engineering, for example. Okay, so how can they build from that to this? Like, how will how effectively they can use these things, or how well they can learn?
Okay, fine. I understand your question. So this course is, if you see my roadmap of the 40 hours roadmap, so the last roadmap what I have given is, see, the last but one, I have given a project actually. So project means not something I am going to give it to you, you do your project. No, this is what I am talking about. Weekend 6 here I'm going to take one project, I explain the problem statement, what we have to do in that project, such a project, how we are going to do this, how to build the rack pipelines for that, how to leverage, how to give the correct prompts for it, how to fine tune the prompts if the model is not responding well to our prompts actually as per my expectation, how we can able to, all these things, everything I'm going to explain this and I can do in front of you. And I'm going to give one more practicing project for you. So I have two projects. One is related to the finance banking sector, another is the medical domain. So medical domain, I'm just going to take it, and finance sector thing, I'm just going to give it to your self practicing. Of course, it's not only just I'm throwing the project in on your face and I'll go. No. So I want everyone to do this practice, this implement this project. If you have any questions, any stuck ups, let me know. I can able to help you there. So I will be with you on the project execution also.
Yeah, okay.
Is it question clear,
Yes, yes, yes.
Rahul? Yeah,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Yeah.
One more,
So
one more thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, sir, like, I mean, uh, you're saying that you will give one project at the end, right? So, I mean, this is for fast track course. But if we opt for this comprehensive learning, so will that be, I mean, will there be only one final project, or like there are multiple stages, right? As you have shown, like there is this Python, NumPy, Pandas, these kind of multiple
Mm.
things are there, right? So there
Correct.
also we will
Correct.
get this only one project, or there will be some mini projects or something like that. There it will be there,
Yeah.
like any
So
kind of assessments or something like that. I mean, not to track our marks or something. Maybe we can track like something like where we are lagging or something like that.
okay. So I will explain you the learning process in the both comprehensive and fast track. Okay. Let us say Python and pandas and machine learning, deep learning. Let's say a couple of things. Let's say prompt engineering and etc. Something. A couple of more are there. In case of comprehensive, what how we are going to we are first going to take the entire Python subject. We are going to conduct some multiple wiki test and etc etc. Once you are comfortable in the Python, we'll move to the next topic called pandas. Again, we'll take some classes, let's say some 10 classes, 12 classes here. We're going to conduct weekly test on this particular topic, only the pandas weekly test, and we're giving sufficient opportunities to practice on this. Then we move to the next topic. So this process is keep on continuing in the comprehensive. But in case of fast track, how this is going to happen is we are going to take the very few, the select two topics, not the all topics of the very select two topics. Here, our agenda is not to efficient or proficient in each and every subject. That is not our agenda. What is our agenda? Generative AI is our agenda. That is our last, even in both the courses, comprehensive or fast track. So, generative AI is our main agenda to learn how to build the generative AI applications. To build the generative AI applications, how much knowledge you should have in the Python, what topics you should be proficient. Those topics we have to separate it out, and those topics we are going to learn here, only learning. And of course, there are some assignments will be there. So this I'm going to give a full freedom to you to take the assignments and practice something on the topics whatever we learn in the Python, so that for your hands-on purpose. Similarly, we're going to the next say pandas. We just take we're going to so how much of pandas concepts is required for you to build the generative applications. We already separated out them. We're going to focus on them in this year. Of course, again there is some assignments here which you can able to practice. So like this, you are going to build finally generative. We are going to go in depth actually here. So this depth both are the same almost. How much information or explanation we are going to provide in the comprehensive course for the generative way, it's the same to same, almost the same kind of information we are providing in the fast track course also, because that is what our major agenda here. My major agenda, my major target is not to be proficient in each and every thing. For example, to just to give you a simple example, so when you are working in office, do you need to be very proficient and expert in the English?
No, not required.
Not at all. How much knowledge of English you need it? Whatever is
Just
necessary for your daily communications with your team and customer and etc, that much proficiency is sufficient for English in your right, agree?
correct,
You are not going to the office to prove your English capabilities.
right?
Same thing is happening here. I am not here, so we are not here to expert in both Python, data pandas, mission, all these things. Whatever is required for this in the pandas, I'll grab it. Whatever is sufficient for me, I'll learn it. And this is my major agenda, major target. Did I answer your question, Rahul?
Yes, 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 sir.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And the fee structure is same for both the courses, right?
No, comprehensive is a bit higher actually, because
Acha.
it's a very lengthy course and a bit higher. It is a very optimizer course. So if physics is 32 is a bit lesser than the comprehensive. Comprehensive is even more actually.
Okay. What is the fee structure for that, sir? Comprehensive?
It's almost going for initially we have some 54K, but we have given a discount of let's say some 36K, I believe, roughly. It's a bit
Okay,
higher
okay.
than that. Okay.
Okay. Now, is this batch, I mean, both the batches are going to start or how?
No, this is already started almost like 3 months back itself.
Okay,
Already started, and this also continuously batches are going to start. These also continuously batches are going to start. I have been conducting this training for the last 11 years actually. So
okay,
I'll be conducting every batch on continuous basis.
okay,
Okay. But of course, there might be some little gap, let's say 2 weeks, 10 days gap. That spare day time I am keeping just to cover up anything left over in the course, actually. I always keep that buffer time.
okay.
Yeah, right. That's it. Yeah. So, yeah, someone has a question like Shruti, Amar, Shrikant. I see your hands raised.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Good morning. Amar here.
Hi,
So,
Amar. Yeah.
yes. So, let's say I'm a data architect. I'll give you one scenario. Just tell me how you can do this in AI so that we'll enroll. So, but let's say I have some
Okay.
data in my source that is a Parquet file. So, I want to load in AWS S3 my data lake. And again, I do some in the curated zone, let's say AWS Glue using ETL, and we can create some report in AWS Redshift. Then finally, we create some reports in Power BI. So how this
Okay.
AI, generative AI will help me, and how you can help me for this to, I create some agents to do this instead of I will do all the pipelines.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm at the very first point. I can able to give you some more explanation for this question
Yes,
actually.
right, right.
So,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So the very first point is here. The purpose of this course is to not leverage the generative AI in your existing the works. That is not the purpose of this course. The main purpose of this course is if you want to switch your, because you already have a data architect, so
Right,
so
right.
means you already paid well with the data, so
Yes, yeah, very well, 17, 18 hours.
very well. So right. So even in the AI also, there is a huge of data. There is a total data is there. In the data only, you have to deal with everything with the data only. Training, we use the data. We need to clean up and everything, of course. So if you want to switch your career from AWS like data architect to let's say data scientist or AI architect or something, this course is a mainly useful to you because in this course we are
Switching
not
this,
explain.
it will again zero, right? The people will
Sorry,
think it's a zero your experience. If someone switch,
sorry.
yes.
Sorry, I didn't understand the word
No, no,
zero
I'm
means.
thinking, suppose I'm expert in my field. If I'll change to
Yeah,
again generative AI, then I'm a beginner for that, right?
correct, correct. Exactly. Agree. I totally agree. But
Hmm.
when you compare, if you are, when you compare the salaries, if you want to grow your career to the moving
Yes.
your career from existing technology to the
Mhm.
trending technology,
Yes.
etc. If that is what your aspirations, yes, of course you are beginner since you have a good experience on
Yes.
data, especially which is most relevant experience for the AI actually, in fact.
Yes.
So it's easy for you to get the like good experience in a very, very short duration, like 6 months of duration. You will have
Right.
sufficient of experience. You can able to cope up. If a
No,
person who is having
that's I got it. But my question is, I'm an official, so I'm asking a lot of seminar, but no one answer this thing. How this AI tool help us, right? How you can
uh, uh,
we'll do this? We'll create some agents. They're saying, right?
right, yeah,
Is there
that's so
any
now
way?
the
Can you give me some
correct.
idea so that we'll think that?
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So now, okay. For
Mm.
example, now coming to your actual question. So that is my first recommendation. This course
Right,
is a
right,
different course, not for this
right,
one.
right, right.
Coming to your actual question, actually, if you want to develop your, because there, if we need to check it basically, is there any some already existing agents developed by
Okay.
some third parties for your
Okay.
work? If there
Yes.
are no such agents readily available for your, because it's a very common activity, I think, data architect and loading into the AWS data
Yes.
lake and again
Yes.
loading,
Like Lake
transforming.
House, Databricks, like that. Okay.
Right. So if any agents are already there, use them. If there are no agents, if you don't see, if you are not interested to use the third party agents for that, you need to develop your own agents for sure. For that,
Any LLM tool we can develop agents like any
yes,
like
yes, exactly.
Copilot or any LLM.
Yeah.
Right.
Not like that. Not like that.
Mhm.
So you are not going to use the co-pilot basically. You are going to use the model behind the co-pilot. Let us say
Okay. Mhm.
Chat GPT, everyone knows that. We know the Chat GPT. It is one of the tool which can able to ask some questions. It is going to give some answers. That is all we know. But what is the model behind this chat model, Chat GPT? There is a GPT, 3.52. Any model they can say 4, 5.4. Any many models are there. They are going to use, let's say 5 point is the latest model right now. They are going to use it. So we are going to use this model to build the agents, not the chat GPT. Chat GPT is a tool or a website,
Right.
right? We are not going to use the chat GPT to build the agents. We are going to use this model to build the agents. Agents are just a kind of a similar things. They can able to give the allocate, orchestrate the tasks to some models.
Okay.
So now, for
Similarly,
example,
similarly,
if I,
Claude also having some.
yes, obviously, Opus is one of the model. So there are many models behind that Claude, behind the Chat GPT, behind the Google Gemini. What are those models? Those models we are going to leverage to build your required agents. How your agent should behave. You have to decide that, and accordingly, you can build those agents based upon these models. You are leveraging these models, not the tools, Chat GPT and all this,
Right.
Copilot, all these
And
things.
this
You get the
course
point.
help us how to develop this model, or we have different courses for that?
No, this course is this okay. One more major point actually. In this course, this is a generative AI course actually.
Okay, okay,
There is a small extension to the small extension,
okay.
not a completely. It's generative AI is agents,
Agentic AI, right? Okay.
agents. So which is nothing but agentic AI actually.
But that is different
So
course.
not a different. It's a small extension to the generative AI. So agent is nothing but one of the piece of the code which is going to allocate the task to generative AI model. Who is going to perform the task is generative AI model. So if you want to learn the building the agents, you should have the proficient knowledge on the generative AI models and generative AI concepts. That is
Okay.
required. Without this, you cannot go to the
Okay.
agentic AI
That's a
directly.
prerequisite for agentic AI, that generative AI.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then we can build the agent, and that will
Correct.
help my pipeline.
So almost 80% or 90% of is generative AI only. Only 10%, which is just orchestrating the models, is the agents will do.
Okay. Orchestration means integrate all the things into
All
one.
right. Which model should do what task now?
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
you go and do a model, you do this task. Hey, model, you do this task. Hey, model, you do this task. So agents are going to orchestrate it. That's all. And the actual task performers are agentic AI models, sorry, generative AI models.
Okay, okay. Yes. Yeah, that's let's see how is, yeah. That you
Okay?
also in this course it help us, right? Okay.
Yes, yes. Generative AI. So there is generative AI concepts. We are going to build it. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Thanks, Amar. Yeah, Srikanth.
Yeah, Chaitanya, good morning. Srikanth
Good
here.
morning, Srikanth. Yeah.
So how this course will helpful for testing professionals, Chaitanya?
Okay, it's a nice question actually, but yeah, one point I'm very clear to Srikanth, to you, and in fact anyone in the session. If you want to leverage the AI technology in your existing um, experience, like a testing or any other things, actually, so whatever the things, the DevOps thing, everything, this course may not be a right course, Srikanth, because the purpose of the course is how we can able to leverage the AI in the testing. That is not our purpose. This course agenda is, if you want to switch your career from testing to generative AI things, then this course will be help you allowed completely 100% to switch your career. But here you cannot leverage, because for the testing, right, there are so many, like couple of tools already available actually. You are don't need, if you want to leverage the AI to your testing, writing the testing scripts or writing testing test cases, etc. This is what the testing people generally do, right, Srikanth? To generate the test cases documents or test cases, test scripts, and etc. You don't need to learn the generative AI. Nothing. Not required. All you need to learn is just how to do the correct prompting. That's all.
Okay.
That is enough for you. Why you are spending so much of time and money and we're learning all these things, if your agenda is target is to just leverage the AI in your test cases building, test scripts building, that is not required.
Okay, okay. Thanks for clarification, Chaitanya.
Yeah, yes, thanks. So anyone have any other questions? Yes,
Yeah.
Shruti, some
Hi,
question? Yeah.
Chaitanya. This is Manoj.
Hi. Hi,
Sir,
Manoj.
I'm
Yeah.
having a question. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. So,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Shruti.
Actually, having a gap of 7 years, sir. I just wanted to make a note because I just wanted to enhance my career and I wanted to go further. I was on C sharp and other things. Uh, is it that easy to learn Python and these AI ALM tools and all the other things, sir?
Okay, fine. So it's one of the good, interesting facts I'm going to reveal for this question. Okay. So when I say Python,
Hmm.
okay, I'm going to divide this
Yeah.
Python into two sections. One is basic, basic section, and is advanced section. Of course,
Hmm.
whenever you are writing the code in the AI projects, AI building application projects, you have to write a lot of code for sure. There is no doubt. There is no doubt about it. You have to write it. But what concepts you are going to use to write this lot of Python code? That is the question. This is almost, let us say, 90% of the code that is coming from this basic Python concepts only. Advanced Python, only 10% of the concepts, that to very basic level, you are going to use it in writing the code of this application building, AI application building projects. So if you are
Okay.
efficient or very excellent, good in this basic concepts of Python, that is more than enough. You have very beginner understanding of the advanced concepts, that is also enough. You don't need to go for advanced topics of Python in depth, not required, because that is not we are going to use it in our regular AI application building code. You're going to do normal simple concepts of Python only, for if else, for loop, functions, methods. That's it. Not more than that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So coding, and another secret I want to reveal is, if you go for like any AI things, any if you go and contact any person in the AI, what is our statement is, Python is just a programming language. You are just it's a typing of some characters. It's just some syntactical something, some text of syntactical text. That's all. There is no other importance for Python. Your major knowledge should be the AI concepts, not the Python programming. You are leveraging the Python programming to code your AI concepts,
Okay.
right? So AI concepts understanding is very important when compared to Python program is a very least significance in this AI. It
Okay.
is just a syntactical text. That's it.
Okay.
You understand my point, Shruti?
Yes, sir. Yes. So
Okay.
actually, I'm like I having a gap now. I want to fill with this. So I have a few doubts, and I'm scared of going into the market again. So if I enhance with the advanced things, I am thinking that I could able to get an opportunity outside.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, since if you already had some experience and took the break because of some reasons, yes, maybe since you already have worked on the C sharp, I don't think
Mm.
it's a very difficult task for you, at least for a Python. So Python would be easy for you. So only the AI concept, which is new for all, not only for you, for everyone, it's a new, whoever is in this session.
Okay.
So that's where you need to focus on that much.
Okay.
For you, I don't think Python is a big task. It's a very peanuts for you, I think.
Yeah, I have gone through, sir. Actually, as you know, I'm working on a small project. I've taken up my own thing, but I'm trying to understand that how to build that project and all these things. And
Okay.
I just want to make some other, I mean, like how to implement the AI to get more accuracy on the things, and I can
Hmm.
enhance the work to be speed up kind of things.
Okay, okay, fine. Yes, if that is, I mean, if you're already going to take up some project like that, so you will be in a position to guide your team. Hey, don't do this, you do this, you try that option, you try this option. So if that is this course is giving a good knowledge, I think, for that in that perspective.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Manoj.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. Thanks,
Chaitanya. Yeah, good morning.
Manoj.
Yeah, thanks
Good
for
morning,
your
Manoj.
session. So, yeah, I already discussed with you. I have been working for a legacy product development for
Okay,
telecom building solution, right? So, my
okay,
intention with this course is to use the AI in my product as well as to upskill because I have
okay,
been with the same product since long. Okay. So,
okay,
and we are already referring to the AI for some scriptings, all those things, but we are not actually integrated with it. So, my question, I have a couple of questions here is like, is it only sufficient to learn what LLMs to be used and how we need to develop the agents, or we need to actually need to develop an LLM?
Right. Okay. Fine. So two things actually here. That is also one more interesting concept we are going now to answer this question.
Hmm.
So two kind of projects you are going to have it, at least in India, I can say. Okay.
Okay.
One project is you are not building, you are not leveraging any existing models or any existing LLMs, I can say. You are
Mm.
building your own LLM.
Right.
Okay. That is what one more. So I'll tell you when the scenario is required, when what situations is demanding this.
Mm.
Other projects are here. I'm not interested to build my own LLM. I want to leverage my own LLM.
On
Leverage existing LLM.
existing LLM. Mm.
These existing LLMs will be not developed by me. It is
Mm.
developed and trained by someone else, some third parties, let us say OpenAI, Gemini,
Mm.
and Anthropic, Claude, and etc. etc.
Right.
I'm okay to use them.
Mm.
So when this is required and when this will be required, let us
Mm.
just focus on this. So when this is required is at least existing one. Let us say what is LLMs will do if you're going to say some textual extraction. So there is a document, let's say some CV, resume, or bank
Mm.
statement, anything. There you need to extract what is the different expenses or credit transactions, debit transactions, who is the customer, what is the bank it is, what is the mobile number of the customer, email ID of the customer, what is the bank branch code, IFSC code, so many some key value informations are there, right, in every bank
Yeah.
statement. If we want to extract that information using the LLM, yes, you can use the existing LLM, but for that you need to send this bank statement to this LLM model.
Right.
Send this LL document. If then ask some question, hey, in this, but this is a bank statement. I want the bank information. What is the bank information? Means a bank name, bank IFSC code, bank branch code, and bank address, etc. I need it. So the LLM is going to understand your question. It is going to extract that specific data from this document. But question is that, are you okay to send your bank statement to the LLM? Is it a confidential information or is it public information? Or if it is okay if you send this bank information to this LLM, if you think
Okay.
it's a confidential information, I cannot use this model. Let us say there is a country where there is a one AI project we are building in the defensive defense um, defense ministry of something something. Defense means every document in the defense is very confidential and highly confidential, right?
Right.
If you want to AI, you leverage the AI for this. If you are sending these documents to LLM, what LLM will do? It is just going to remember all these things. The LLM owner who is developed this, let us say OpenAI or Claude or something, they can able to use this information anywhere,
Mm.
which is not recommended at all. In that cases, what that these people will do? Hey, let us have our own LLM. They will take the LLM, they will train it. They have to just it's a training is not such an easy thing. So much of expense, too many of dollars you need to purchase, you need to spend. So much of time also you need to spend. It's a very heavy job. People will go to this provided our their data is very confidential. Data is okay, then they're just going to see this existing LLMs, they'll leverage it, they'll just take the advantage of complete AI because document is not a highly confidential document. I'm okay with it. If someone sees my bank statement, I'm okay. What I can do with this? All the maximum they can know what is the bank balance of my bank. That's it. There is nothing else they can know, right?
Mm.
So it's all depends what is the situation actually here. So in India we have like many service based projects. Many of the projects are doing these projects.
Okay.
In India, I am talking about in India.
Mm.
I don't know about the USA. Actually, USA, yes, of course, both are there in USA. Every product they want to have their own LLM, but they have to be ready for heavy cost. Heavy cost.
Mm.
Some millions of dollars they have to spend on training the models. It's not that easy.
Okay. So will we get the exposure like how we need to build these LLMs or with this course or
In this course, we are majorly focusing on this.
right, right. But we will get some
And
insights
little
on
bit, in little bit about how to train the models actually.
okay.
That is okay, but not extensive of this. Our major focus is here because in Indian IT market, this is the major project
Major.
segment.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The second question my here is do we get any credits or tokens with this course for our practice purpose?
No, there are no free tokens. I'm just going to give. So in the comprehensive, we were giving that actually, but in the fast track, we are not giving that. But yeah, we can recommend you to purchase some model token, any model, whatever you choice. Okay, your choice, maybe Google Gemini or etc. But don't need to spend too much of money on that. Only 2000 is sufficient. So you're going to get almost like a good amount of millions of tokens. You are going to get it. Okay, and
Okay.
that tokens are more than enough for you to do this course, entire course, and practicing the projects and etc.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you don't know how to use them effectively, efficiently, these 2000 tokens will be done in one day. Okay, treat them as a money and carefully use it. I will tell you how carefully we should use it. I'll tell you the tips and tricks.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
And
Yeah.
yeah, last question is, do we need any specific configuration for our own laptops to work on this?
I suggest 8 GB. I think nowadays it's very quite common to everyone. So 8 GB is required, is sufficient actually, because
Okay.
we are not going to deal with very huge data sets, millions, trillions. No, we are going to deal with the small data sets only. For that, 8 GB RAM and let's say for 6 core, 8 core processor is well actually. It's more than sufficient, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, Chaitanya, it's fine. Okay, sorry. One more last question. So, will we guide us like we are already working in, right? So, any our product related things, if we want, if we ask any
It definitely
support,
means that
will
that's a
guide us,
more
right? Yeah.
right, definitely,
Yeah.
because I am thinking this question in a different perspective. So for you, it's a guidance of your product. For
Yeah.
me, it's a
New
knowledge
opportunity.
exploration to all the people in the class, or maybe like in the class, or maybe for me, or anything, whatever. That is what I was thinking. I will be thinking in that way.
Yeah, because nowadays everyone, every company or every team, they're insisting us to work on this AI. That's why.
Right, right. I agree. Totally agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Thanks
mean,
a
so
lot.
here
Yeah.
the AI, every problem statement is different. Even though I
Mm.
worked for like 8 years of in the span in this area, I may come up with a completely total different problem statement I not seen ever not seen so far actually ever seen so far.
Okay.
So that will be a good exploration for me also to understand a different problem statement. So every problem statements are different. In website development, altogether is common requirements. Okay, with same coding, same requirements, same everything. But AI is not something like that. It's a kind of a creative job. Every customer comes up with some different problem statements. We need to solve them.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
Chaitanya.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah. Some other questions. Yes, Raju, some question.
Yeah, hello. Good
Hi,
evening.
Raju. Yeah.
Yeah, Chaitanya, thanks to come back again here on this. Hey, one question. So when it is starting next weekend, huh?
Yes, next weekend. From August 8th onwards, this course is going. This is Saturday actually.
Okay,
So from this is the first weekend I can say, and from this one, this continuously 7 weekends or 8 weekends up to till what we can extend that.
sure. And I just want to throw some light on the couple of questions,
Yeah.
uh, our fellow, friends asked. So one is on the testing. They asked how they can leverage the course. I'm
Uh,
sure, this can, because we are doing this, one of the major aerospace transformation programs. Eh, Because aerospace, medical, these are all like a highly regulated environments. Even Chaitanya knows that. So those things there, you can use this foundation course. I mean, this is going to help us like a foundation course. This can help us to build or configure the AI agents on, for example, if you're from a testing background, right? There is a heavy 100%, more than 100% coverage is required when you do the, defense related or a space related project testing, some of the critical applications. And there are
right.
some playwrights and a selenium and when you have to do the, because especially the AI models, you have to do the handle the large sets of data, heavy volume. When you have to do the performance testing and all, there are some, enterprise load runner, there are one text AI agents are there. So these
Mm.
concepts definitely are going to help. In fact, in my organization, there is 70-member team. We are training them on these concepts. Okay.
Okay.
And they are building these agents on these tools, what I just explained. Chaitanya explained, on the course perspective, but I just want to share, this will definitely help, even though you're from a testing background. I just want to share. And coming back to the AWS, the AWS data architects, definitely this can help on the some of the, building AI agents on the AWS Bedrock, etc. and all. But this is a conceptually going to give us a right foundation to
Correct.
enhance some of these things on the whatever the platform, whatever the form, the career paths we are leading. I'm sure this will help because so I started the journey with Chaitanya. Like I'm also a student, in fact. Okay, so I'm learning with him, under him, basically. So the earlier classes also I tried few things from his lessons. But this is going to, either AWS or a testing. This is going to help us. Trust me. I'm applying this with my team. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you, Chaitanya. I just want to share.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Raju. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Any other questions from anyone? I see if all our questions are cleared. Satish Kumar, Varma, Lilavati, if any questions, feel free to raise. So, if let me see the chat also. If anyone is having any questions, yes, I see some hand raised. Yes, Varma, some question.
Hi, Verma. This is Verma. Actually, I'm
Hi, Varma.
France, Paris.
Yeah,
Right now, I'm in a situation that I have been moved to from a CD, I mean, permanent contract to a freelance, and
right.
so I think I was looking for some projects, and I'm interested to adapt kind of a generative AI. So just I
Okay.
would like to know whether this is the course is going to be certified, how it is like, we can do some certification with this course.
Certification. Okay, so because this is in this course, generally I'll be providing the at end of the course, we will be
Mm.
providing the course completion certificate. But the real fact here is no company or no IT or no client is going to are accepting these kind of certificates coming from Scalar, coming from Simply Learn. Everyone is going to provide the course completion certificates. But to be honest, there is no value for that. But yes, we can still provide it. But that's it. Those certificates are just course completion. That's it, which doesn't prove that how much knowledge you have gained from that specific course. But there are some authorized certifications, actually, what I can say, authorized certification. Let us say, give a simple example of if you want to go over certification of Java, so Oracle is going to provide some exam, conducting some exam. It is an online exam, of course. If you participate that, if you get the more than a pass mark, then they will be giving you issuing a certificate. That certificate will be valuable wherever you go to interviews or etc. Yes, I am a Java certified professional. So if you show the certificate, is this Oracle is author, is the owner of the Java. So if they provide certificate, that is an authorized certificate, I can say.
Yeah.
But all these scalar things, simply learn, and I myself is just giving the course completion certificate, but there is no value for that, to be honest. And certification exams means, of course, there are no certification exam right now on the authorized generative AI certification exam. Okay, there is no such authorization exam so far. Maybe it may comes in future, I don't know, but right now there is nothing. But Python is conducting some exam, some certification exam are related to the AI, not exactly generative AI, but related to AI, some AI basics and etc. So maybe that will be
Okay.
somewhat to prove your capability. Say I am certified, so it is authorized certification. I am so and so certified AI engineer or something. Yes, you can. It's a better option for you to do that. But in my perspective, the ultimately your interview proving is very much important. See, I am basically IIT postgraduate, and I'm a Sun certified Java programmer also once upon a time. These certifications helpful to me only to put me on the interview room.
Yes.
So they will not. No one is going to give me the job directly based upon the certifications. So for sure. So for sure. So yes, I can able to go to the interview room. On the interview room, I have to prove my capabilities.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just the
That's true.
certification will not help really, but it's just
Exactly.
the weightage that you have been done certain certifications.
Exactly. And at the same time, when you say certified on something, your expectations on the interview room also bit increase it a bit.
Okay.
Then we have some more expectations on you because you're already certified programmer or certified architect or something, whatever it is.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah, but that
Thank
is
you.
both. So if you have some good knowledge, yes, you can confidently go for the certifications and complete it and get the certification. You can showcase it everywhere.
Okay.
So
Thank
did I
you.
answer your question, Verma?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Thanks, Verma. Thank you very much.
Basically, you said that no, so there is no authorized certified company for the
Yeah.
generative AI, right?
Yeah, for generative AI, so far no. So far no. So
Okay.
if anything may come in future, at this point of time, I don't know. But right now, there is nothing authorized certification.
Okay. Thank you.
Because the reason is that simple reason, generative AI is something is not a one person invented. So one company invented. Java is like a Java Sun is a company which is acquired by the Oracle nowadays. So now owner of the Java is Oracle. So Java Oracle can provide the authorized certifications. It's a kind of a technology basically, not something invented by one third party company or something. So right now there is no authorized certification for this Verma.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for joining this session, Verma from the France. So I know you're different time zone, but yeah, thanks for joining for this.
Yeah, actually, I would like to adapt something to add some weightage to my profile, and in France,
Okay.
like looking at kind of different technologies, and if you are good at generative AI, so it will help me to get a quick job.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah, so Leelavati and Satish, any other questions from anyone? So let me, so this, I think I just answered all the um, questions and answers also in the Q&A section chat. If any other question, have any questions, please rise. I'm very happy to answer your questions. And the message to all of you, the course is going to start from the 8th August. The whoever is going to enroll their seat. So there is a small payment like a 5,500 or 800 is required to book your seat. So all people can able to join the course. So by just booking the seat. So once you would like to continue the course, full course after the first class attendance, then you can able to decide. Otherwise, you can drop off. There is no problem. But if you want to continue for the full course, then you can able to pay the full amount. That's it. That is the payment structure. Okay, so any others have any questions? If everyone I answered, probably we can close this session. And again, thanks to all for joining this session. Okay, thanks for your time, valuable time during the lazy this weekends, and Sunday is generally lazy for everyone, I know. So thanks for joining once again this course. Okay, yeah, thanks everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.